Pretty good, right? That's without a single lesson. Imagine what I could do with a little instruction. All right. This is an English handbell. You can tell because it has a distinguished accent and it drinks tea in the afternoon. These are the ones most often seen in churches. All right. English actually refers to a specific type of handbell, like this here, not the country of origin, since most are actually made here in America now by Malmark Bell Craftsmen in Pennsylvania. It's a free plug there, Malmark. You're welcome. But they did originate in England, so I guess when you say English handbell, even when they were made in America, they actually did come from, right, okay, now I'm confusing myself a little bit. And I guess that's why we are talking about the handbell on this episode of Chuck Knows Church. I think this one's, yeah, this one needs to be tuned. The first tuned handbell, like this one here, was developed by British brothers Robert and William Corr about the turn of the 17th century in Wiltshire, England, not Pennsylvania. Now, tuned handbells, like those made by the Corr brothers, were first used by change ringers, you know, the folks that did this, right, in the towers all throughout Europe. They would use these to practice their complicated change ringing sequences. Seems trying to practice on the big bell tower bells only upset the neighbors, so these were a little less obnoxious. Now, it was not until 1902 that the handbell made its way into America. A woman named Margaret Shercliffe was presented with a set of 10 handbells while visiting London. That's in England. They were given to her by Arthur Hughes, a general manager of Whitechapel Bell Foundry. And ta-da! Here we are. Now, to ring a handbell, the ringer, moi, French, not English, moves it in such a way that the clapper right there strikes the inside surface of the bell. Now, the ringer usually holds it against his or her shoulder, like this, bell upwards, and then he or she swings the bell. Through got a little something, right? Through an elliptical shape, I'm doing it wrong, to cause the clapper to strike. It wants to strike the casting of the bell, but it doesn't seem to be striking anything. And then once done, the bell will continue to resonate, assuming there is an initial noise. It will resonate, and then the noise should decay naturally until it stops, or it is stopped, you know, when somebody does this or dampens it with their hand or body or a padded surface or something like that. Funny, I totally had this thing before. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, you think just twisting my hand is okie doke? Good note. We'll remember that for the future. All right. You guys ready for this? You're welcome. It's for you, a little something special. To learn more, ask your pastor. Tell them Chuck sent you.